Okay. Alright. I finally got a tripod. And you guys can see, I'll tilt it down. Here's my tripod. First, try. And this time I got me a nice little piece of clay. I'm not gonna go too big this time. I'm only gonna make something similar to this. It's gonna be like this. Not exactly like this, but it's going, because someone I know made something like this, but with this part, I'm gonna try and focus on this part right here. This is gonna be like some candle thing or whatever. But I'm gonna try and do that. Oh, the camera's right here. I'm gonna try and do this. Focus. Whatever. I'm gonna try and do that. So, looks like it's cooled down some already. Okay. Let me take you out of focus so I can. Okay, I'm looking from my iPad right here. And there it is. Dang it. Still laggy again. That sucks. Okay, I'm just going to slowly bring it over. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing more clearly. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna have it straight out like that. See, it's a nice little ball. And get both my hands wet here. Anchor myself a little bit better. I'm gonna bring this a little closer. Let's position this a little bit different. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay, check that out. Trust me. It's pretty well centered. Ah, shoot. See, just a little bit of water that time. Oh, sorry about your comment. I didn't get to it. I cannot daily my Firebird because there's so many reasons right now. One, the roof needs to be welded. Two, the carburetor is shot. It needs a headliner. It needs tires. I don't have the money to do any of this. Some people read the description or not, but I could probably set a Patreon or PayPal thing or whatever it's called. But otherwise, I can't daily it. It's got too many problems, and there's no way of me doing it right now without a job. I actually went up to the shop today for the first time in almost a month, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm going to scrape the bottom of this because I want it to go a little bit smaller down here. Yeah, I have another project car I have right now. I'm going to be working on my Dodge Caravan. I learned how to drive in it. Hopefully, oh my god, I hope within the next month I can get some videos out on how to change a transmission in a 96 to 2000 Dodge Caravan 3.3 and 3.8. I don't think the 3 liters or the 2.4s have the same transmission, so couldn't help anyone on that. So no one watches my videos, so people aren't gonna know what projects I'm doing. School's hard. In between here, the only reason I'm filming now is just for entertainment, to show everyone that I'm still around. So that's the only how I'm able to get stuff out. Check that out. And you guys can't see anything. That sucks. Let's see what it looks like right now. Oh, that's nothing. I do need what I want to do right now is expand the bottom part out right here. And because right now, if you can see, somewhat deep, sort of. Up to right down there, so it's only that deep right now. Thank you so much. I'm able to watch your comments from another device. Trust me. Actually, not many people know how I got that Trans Am because people don't watch my videos. So, I'll tell you real quick. I got the Trans Am that you're talking about, I believe so, the 82. I got that from my Uncle Daryl for free because it's rotted everywhere. Between the carpet, seats, dash pad, headliner, body. The only thing solid on it is the underneath. But otherwise the paint, on the outside, the engine only has 77,000 miles on it. Transmission's been changed three different times back in like the 80s and 90s. Mainly the 80s because of how some belt or whatever went out in the transmission, or it was like one of the cheaper transmissions that it had. So my uncle opted for a tougher one. I'm not sure what different types of transmissions it had in it, but it still has a 3-speed automatic in it. Whatever they put in those Knight Rider cars back in the day, I think that's what I have in it right now. So it's a beefy transmission, but since like I said, the carburetor is shot, I don't want to be driving it right now because I gotta rev it and dump it, and I don't want to hurt the transmission because that's another $500 or something that I don't want to have to wait on whenever I get a job to end up spending on that. I already have enough money that I need to fix on that car, so it's awful. But anyway, get back to this because that's just making me sad. So much work to do, not enough time. You know, all I'm gonna bark about is how people hate those 305s. If you tune them right, ooh, you couldn't see anything there for a second. If you tune those 305s right, you can get a good. I'm gonna aim for at least 200 to 250 if I get it running right, and that's nothing. These are iron block motors. They're prior to aluminum block engines. Aluminums can't stand worth a crap. Hold on. But iron blocks are what you want if you're gonna build something with a little bit more power. Well, I'm not gonna build too much power into it, obviously. I just want to get some cams in it. I want to put a different intake on it. Of course, we're talking like in another 20 years. I want to put different intakes and get a different exhaust for it and whatnot. All the stuff you want to do with a V8. Because how they have it set up right now is it's a single exhaust. The driver's side kind of meets up with the passenger, and then it goes back on the passenger side of the vehicle, goes over the axle, and then you have the muffler that it goes into, and then from in there it takes the two tips out. That's what is deceiving, which is, I found out, very disappointing. I'm just going in there and that's bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it's still not bad. Here. I'll take you guys with me so you can see the nastiness that comes out of my hands when I wash my hands this time. You can comment how gross it is. Now, I'm not too worried about the sink. I've done this several times. Nothing's happened. I've taken the plunger and it goes right down. But in case my dad does come down, I wanted to get you out really. Otherwise, it all is just slush. It's not really big chunks. So, nothing too big to worry about. What I am going to do is take this sponge and absorb some of that extra water down in it. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the flash. Okay. See, that's how deep it is right now. Really good. It's not bad. Now what I'm going to do is just go in. So this is why sponges are your friend. They're very helpful when it comes to doing this stuff. Now I'm just drying out the inside. Sorry I'm in you guys' way. There we go. Gotta dry my hands off again. See how I've been running for almost 25 minutes. It's not bad. All right, let me show you. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to take it out as whole. See, once you get into it, you start making things like this. No problem. Okay. can see from yesterday and today, that's what it's done. Okay, let me turn this around. Let's see if it's pointed directly at me. Okay. No. Let's see. I'm looking directly down to see if... Adjust myself. Alright. I'll talk for the last couple minutes just about my channel if anyone does want or does end up viewing this. The reason, other than me not being able to do any videos, is school, 1, and 2, my grandpa sold the 67 Catalina Granbury conversion for only $900, which I know is cheap for that car, despite that it was only rotted out on the bumper and the trunk. But it does need like a windshield, and since it was a convertible, it does need a top. So, but otherwise, it had the Pontiac 400 motor in it, which probably makes some 200 odd horsepower, being a 67. So, and I know the motor, I mean, it's kind of rusty, but it's still turned over really good. Probably like 2 years ago, I turned, maybe a year ago, I turned it over with the key and just put a battery in it, and it turned over slow, of course, because the starter is shot. But it turned over really good. It had good compression. That motor itself is worth between $500 and $600, and he just sold the car with it. That's what I can't get over. It's that I have an issue with. But other than the weather being really crappy and cold, you know, today we had like a close to 50 degrees and raining all day. It's awful. That's absolutely awful. Oh my gosh. But I just wanted to record this and also talk about my channel a little bit. If you guys actually subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications, just the good old stuff, you know, check my channel out. My favorite that I have right now is an 89 F350 7.3 IDI, not the 6.9, 7.3. IDI, it's not a Power Stroke. Power Stroke came out in 94, I think. But that's besides the point. That's my favorite truck. 5-speed dually. Loving it. I think it has the same amount of horsepower rating as my Trans Am does. But the torque is like 250 or something, so you really can't tow anything with 250 torque. Even if I were to turbocharge it, you're talking maybe like 300, 400 torque. That's still only half of what a new truck can do. That's equivalent to an F-150 diesel. So, then my van. I've had that, well, we've had the van in the family since 02, 03, maybe. Since I'm 18 now, I'm gonna try and put it in my name. So, gonna be great. And other than a transmission and some tires, get it registered, she'll be good to go. I mean, the power steering can always wait. That can always wait. That's gonna be expensive. I don't know if I really wanna. Oof. I don't know if I really want to take that power steering pump off that van. That's gonna pain in the osh to take off. So that's something else. But then my Trans Am. Some of you guys, if you follow, you couldn't understand my pain on that piece of So, I mean, everything in that car needs to be replaced, especially the plastic panels. Those have rotted to the point where they became sand. If you touch them, the paint is like sand if you touch it. So, headliner, seats, carpet, trim, tires, paint. Did I say headliner? Engine probably needs to be rebuilt at some point. Ugh, who knows? Once I rebuild it, I'm going to rebuild it because I want to take it down and just get a little bit more performance out of it. Because those 305s are tough. If you guys know. How is there only one watching? Jeez. So, that's my channel stuff, update. So, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, whether it's clay or doing something on the van or the Trans Am. Who knows? I really want to get those screws in the front drilled out so I can adjust them. Because I don't think they've ever been adjusted. Because it is running really lean. It blows black smoke. So, that's it. That's all for the video here. Thank you for watching. This is T.F.D signing off. And don't forget to like, comment, and